In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can.
Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the tech zone. Welcome to the tech zone. We on our tech flow, and it's still a global market in case you didn't know. So many guests, we not trying to impress. Just wanna pass off the info. You could do the rest. See, there's no escaping tech. It's part of our lives. Keep every individual connected worldwide. But all this innovation is more than entertainment. It's people like you paving a new way every day. So let your imagination run wild with all the things that you dream about. Cause the tech zone is on now with Paul Amadeus Lane. Blah. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the tech zone.
Yo, what is up? Welcome to this edition of the Tech Zone. I am Paul Amadeus Lane. So happy to have you join me here on ABC News Radio KMET. Big shout out to our listeners on YouTube, live stream, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify, Deezer, all the podcasting services out there, and watching us and hearing us live here on ABC News Radio. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Got an amazing show today. We're going to be talking about autonomous vehicles. We're going to talk about autonomous wheelchairs. Now, some of you out there may not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth when I talk about autonomous. I'm talking about driverless. So driverless cars, driverless wheelchairs. We're going to have a discussion with some great companies out there. One of the companies was one of the 5 winners of the Eureka Park contest for CES 2020. Going to be joining me talking about what it means for them to be chosen and what they hope to accomplish at CES 2020. So you don't want to miss that coming up here shortly. I can't believe CES is just a few weeks away. And on my next week's show, we're going to hopefully be joined by one of the brain trusts, the minds of the CES 2020 from the Consumer Technology Association, joining me talking about what we have to look forward to with CES coming up right around the corner. Got a very special guest coming up in this first segment. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But before I talk about that guest, remember you can always connect with me, PaulAmadeusLane.com. Hit me up there. You can follow me up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all those other good places. We can say hello and we can hang out a little bit. All right. I'm going to mention a name of a show that was a big hit on Sci-Fi that got canceled. I've interviewed numerous cast members before talking about the Expanse. What if I told you that I have one of the stars joining me right now that's about to join me in a few minutes to talk about what it's like to have the show rescued and now on Amazon Prime. And that's where the technology angle comes in at. If you grew up in the 80s and 90s, once your show was canceled and gone, it was gone. Unless it was produced on video cassette or maybe even got in hiatus and the reruns started to flow. But not a lot of shows had that if it wasn't a hit show. But now, because of technology, streaming, platforms like Hulu, Amazon Prime, and Netflix, we get to see shows continue and continue. And I'm so happy that my next guest decided to join me and talk about season 4 of The Expanse. I'm talking about none other than my man Cas Anvar. Yes, he's joining me. You're probably wondering when. He's going to join me right now. Check it out. Joining me right now, my brother Cas Anvar. What's going on, man? How are you?
I'm doing good, Paul. How are you doing?
Man, always good to see you and talk to you, my friend. I'm so excited to have you. I got a chance to check out the first 6 episodes of The Expanse. I don't want to spoil it for anybody out there who's going to watch it. But what can you tell us, man, just about this incredible production, man, and you being responsible for along with other members of the team to get this back on the air, man, on Amazon, man.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm responsible for getting back on the air. I just did my part. The fans are the ones who actually did the hard legwork. All I was a one of the vocal mouthpieces from the cast that kept the fires burning, as it were. We're very, very excited. We couldn't be more proud of the show. We were so thrilled. It was kind of euphoric actually when we got back into shooting season 4. It took us a few episodes to kind of actually realize it was really happening. It was kind of a dreamy experience. We didn't quite believe it.
And you know what, guys? I'm gonna tell you something. When I got a chance to watch the episodes, I was blown away. You know, it's something like you have never seen when it comes to the Expanse, and I was just like blown away by it, man. When you guys read the scripts for season 4, talk about just what you guys went through in your mind.
We were amazed because it was a real tonal shift for the show. Like this show has always been a very intellectual, socio-political, kind of mysterious conspiracy theory type of show. And all of a sudden now, at the end of season 3, we finished the first movement of this epic space opera, and now we're starting the second movement, which starts off with a very different tone. And in this particular case, it's an exploration show. We've opened the gates. There's like 1,500 gates to all these different solar systems and all of these new habitable planets. And at the start of season 4, we are already on one of these planets. And already the shit's hit the fan, and the Rossi is called in to try and sort things out.
And that's one thing that I really appreciated about the first episode. You get an update on how everyone is doing. Someone else makes a cameo too. I'm not going to spoil it for people out there because I want them to experience like I did when I saw it. But what I like about your character, Cas, is, you know, you're always just like that cool cat who just knows how to get along with everyone. And someone catches your eye, and you know you're still trying to play it close to the best when it comes to that. Just talk about just how your character just kind of morphed into, you know, what we see today with Alex.
I mean, Alex is probably one of the most normal characters on the show. He doesn't have this crazy backstory. He hasn't gone through all this trauma. He hasn't been like put through the ringer the way a lot of these characters have in their growth and development before the series. He was a family man. He was married. He comes from a kind of like a Martian family in the Mariner Valley, a military man, did his 20 years, retired. Very, very quiet, normal life. Unlike Amos, who had a massively traumatic life growing up. Naomi, who was caught up in the OPA terrorist ring and had some kind of thing happened with her child, and Holden, who was dishonorably discharged and ended up on the Canterbury along with all of us. Alex is a kind of a normal guy, and consequently, his priorities are very different. We're all running from something. Everyone who ended up on the Canterbury is running from something, but Alex was kind of running from the fact that he could never follow his dream. He could never be the fighter pilot that he wanted to be because they wouldn't let him do it. The big brass at the military academy on Mars. They didn't think he had he had what it took to be a fighter pilot, and I guess he showed that. But what's interesting about Alex is a lot of his growth and development and everything that makes him special actually happens on screen. It happens in front of the audience, whereas some of the other characters come to the show very developed, very formed, very much with their kind of very strong personas already established. All the cool stuff that fans love about Alex happens on the show, on camera. And I find that really kind of a cool and interesting thing about Alex, very unique aspect of Alex.
Yeah, I totally agree. You know, you and I have had a chance to chat several times about your character and the show. And one of the things that really struck me about this fourth season is just how the team has just this I don't want to say kind of like this release type of attitude where they're more themselves. They don't have to put on because of
We're
being in
a
the
team. I
military,
mean,
you
you
know.
said it. We're a team.
Yeah.
We're a team. We've been fighting together. We've been working together for three plus years. We've gotten to know each other. We've gotten to know our ship. Oh, oh,
No problem. Well, if you can do that answer one more time, we'll go ahead and edit it out.
okay. Um, and they're a team that has been working together for years now, and they've become more of a honed kind of fighting force. Everyone knows their role. Everyone knows their position. There's not all this stress and anxiety, and at least for the moment, it seems like the whole proto-molecule threat has been put to bed. So there's a lot of reason for them to be calm, cool, and collected, and to be working efficiently as a team.
Absolutely. And like I said, those 6 episodes I watched, bro, I am just like blown away. I can't wait for the other ones to drop. You know, getting that advanced screening. One other thing I want to talk to you about the show before I give you props on something else is when we look at how important it is for new fans of the show to check out the first 3 seasons. Let's get them to binge watch now. Why is it important to start at episode 1 before they jump into episode 4, season 4?
Because so much of this show, this is like each season is like a giant feature film. It's like a 10-hour feature film, and it is plot point after plot point after plot point. Every single thing that happens from season 1, 2, and 3 is all leading to season 4, which is leading to season 5 and beyond. The series has been based on all these novels, and so far they've written 8 novels, and there's one more coming out. So the entire story has been planned out from the beginning. And so that means that there's all this room when we're doing the series to plant seeds that are going to be sown maybe a year later, maybe 2 years later, but nothing is wasted. There is not anything that is done for the sake of it. There's nothing gratuitous in this show. And every little thing is important to the overall picture. So you need to learn about these characters. You got to see where they're coming from. You got to see how they start. That's the most advantageous thing. Season 4 does have a fresh kind of start to it. So if you did want to kind of read a synopsis about the first 3 seasons and just jump into season 4, you could. It lends itself to that. But I think you'd be doing yourself a disservice because you would miss all the juicy little tidbits that brought these characters to where they are.
Totally agree. Totally agree. And before I let you go, my friend, you and I had a chance to chat at WonderCon earlier this year. And, you know, I consider us bros, but you didn't tell me, man, Viola Davis, How to Get Away with Murder. Man, I'm going to tell you something. My wife and I, we watched the show. And when you came on the screen, we were both like, there's Cass right there. He didn't tell us what's up with that.
What?
That was awesome.
Boyfriend? What?
I mean, man, you got to put your lips on her, man. that.
Listen, everybody who connects with that lady ends up dead. So I'm gonna take my time, if you don't mind.
There you go. Well, I'm looking forward to see when that comes back too. But before I let you go, Cass, 'cause I know you're busy in Los Angeles promoting the show and everything. Is there anything else out there you'd like to let the fans know, let the viewers know, just about what to expect out of you or the Expanse?
I'm just saying, watch season 4. It's going to drop on the 13th of December in less than a week. And I've got several episodes of How to Get Away with Murder as Viola Davis's character's Annalise's boyfriend. And I think I've got another episode to shoot as well, so there's more to come. And there's a movie called The Operative, which is out with Diane Kruger and Martin Freeman, and I play the love interest of Diane Kruger, and it's a beautiful, epic kind of new take on the spy thriller, where we don't just have the gunfights and the car chases, but we also figure out what is the human cost of being a spy, and what's the cost of the people around these operatives that come into their lives and basically uproot and destroy everything.
Awesome. Well, Kaz, always great to catch up with you, my friend. Look forward to catching up with you. I'm sure at WonderCon coming up and everything. But hey, much success. I'm so glad season 4. I'm loving it, man. The Expanse, and you and the team are just amazing, man. Great catching up with you, my friend.
And keep on going. And I don't know if you know this, but we've already gotten picked up for season 5, and we're shooting it right now.
I saw that, man. Well, tell the rest of the crew I said, what's up, man?
Don't be scared of jumping in and then it gets canceled, because you've got at least 2 more seasons to enjoy.
Absolutely. Great talking to you, my friend. Huge shout out to my man, Cas Anvar. Love talking to him. Love getting insight about the show and how to get away with murder. My wife and I was watching that, and I said, that's Cas right there. What is he doing on there? Annalise's boyfriend. We all know when Annalise get a man, they end up dead, like Cas said. So make sure you check him out on how to get away with murder, too. All right. So before we take our first break, I want to talk to you a little bit about solar. I want you to go visit my friends at GoSun. At GoSun, GOSUN.co. They have some great solar innovation that helps you to go off the grid, reduce your carbon footprint. They have cooking, they have refrigeration, they have utensils, everything to help out sustainability of our beautiful planet. Go there and check them out. And when you do make that purchase, do me a favor. Use code TechZone, all one word, for your special discount. They even make good gifts too. So get yourself some GoSun and check out some of the great off-the-grid innovation out there. Remember, it's GoSun, GOSUN.co. All right, when we get back, we're going to talk about autonomy. I think we're going to talk about autonomous wheelchairs and what this one company is doing to really make this a reality. And they're going to be at CES 2020. We'll be right back after these messages.
In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the Tech Zone.